Everyone has their dream city to live in. Some want peaceful ambiance and sceneries, while others prefer a vibrant city's loudness. Whatever it is, you must be able to scout the area and figure out if you have the means to live in that location. If not, use it as a motivation to work harder and save enough money to move to your dream city. To help you out, we canvassed the world's top 10 most luxurious cities. So, if your dream city is included in this list, it's time for you to double up your workload and side hustle to attain that dream. Top 10. Beijing. Welcome to Beijing, one of the world's oldest and most expensive cities. More than 21.5 million people call this former capital city home, and estimates indicate that the number could reach 50 million by year 2050. The truth about Beijing is it can be as expensive or as affordable as you want it to be. There are ways to live on a tight budget while having enough money for a night out and a bottle of wine. All costs will be given in US dollars at the current exchange rate of 1 Chinese yuan to 14 US cents. For example, the city's rental of 900 square feet costs $181 per month. Combination meals like the Big Mac cost $5. A dozen eggs cost $1.86. Jeans like a pair of Levi's 501s cost $79. A bottle of red wine costs $14. And a local beer costs 64 cents. Thank God you don't have to leave a tip. Top 9. Geneva. Geneva, a population of about 500,000, is a costly city in Switzerland. Every amenity is available to you in Geneva, where life is pleasant, opulent, secure, and clean. Art, history, nature, water, mountains, and delectable food are all on hand. A combo meal costs $15, a dozen eggs costs $12, jeans cost $113, a bottle of red wine costs $20, and local beer costs $2. If you're just visiting, don't forget to see the most extended wooden beach in the world. However, all that comes at a price. At the time of writing, 1 Swiss franc equals $1.05. Back to the most extended wooden bench in the world, it was constructed in 1767. It offers a breathtaking view of Salaf Mountain and is close to a place where you can get some sugar added to just about anything if you feel like it. Top 8. BERN. Why wouldn't we extend our stay in Switzerland a little bit? Did we mention chocolate? Also cheese fondue pots, the Alps, and the Rolex watch? In 1191, when it was founded, BERN was established by Berthold V, Duke of Zurich, and became a home to about 130,000 residents. Germans and Italians make up the majority of the expat population. An apartment costs $2,386 a month, a combo lunch costs $13, a dozen eggs costs $7, jeans cost $112, a bottle of red wine costs $17, local beer is $2.98. And let's pause for a second. Acknowledge BERN's 2 most significant gifts to humanity, Toblerone and Ovaltine. The top 7, Shanghai. The Yangtze River runs through this city. Shanghai's thriving Delta neighborhood is also known as the metropolis of the sweet appetite. Shanghai is renowned for having an extremely high sugar intake. If you're going to live in Shanghai, you might as well get used to the sweeter side of life, as sugar is an essential ingredient in the city's cuisine. So, aside from delicious food, what does Shanghai offer actually? Tall buildings, Disneyland, shopping, and nightlife are checked off the list. Although it seems like a fantastic place to live, you should be aware that there are 24.28 million people who also will be using the room. 1 Chinese yuan is equivalent to 14 US cents, as was previously stated. Let's look at some typical prices in Shanghai. A 1-bedroom apartment for rent in the city center costs $1,113.57 a month. A combo lunch costs $5.58, a dozen eggs costs $2.36, a pair of trousers costs $66.5, a bottle of red wine costs $15.54, and local beer costs $1.41. Some claim that the locals prefer warm beer, so if you're looking forward to a cold pint after a long day of retail therapy and touring, you might be terribly let down. Top 6. New York City, frequently known as Gotham. This ranking of the priciest cities is based on New York City. Despite being regarded as the world's financial capital, New York is a city that just never sleeps with things to do all the time. It's not just about dealing with numbers. Even though this town has a specialized nightlife manager, we still adore it even though it is expensive, congested, and requires over $600 a month merely to park a car there. Property in Manhattan costs an average of $1.5 million, and a household of 4 might easily spend more than $10,000 a month on essentials. The cost of a furnished apartment, around 900 square meters, is $29 per month. Other prices include a combo lunch for $10, a dozen eggs for $4.51, jeans for $55, a bottle of red wine for $17, and local beer for $4.68. It's now time for us to move on to the next city, Singapore. Say hello to one of the world's greenest cities. Singapore gave the tiny red dot the same name. Due to the city's appearance as a little red dot on globe maps, it acquired that name. That phrase was used by the late president of Indonesia, Bakrudin Yusuf Habibie, and it caught on. The metropolis, comprised of 64 offshore islands that ring the main island, was home to some 5.7 million people. The Singapore dollar is the official currency, and the exchange rate at the moment is 1 Singapore dollar to 72 US cents. Let's compare some prices. A 1-bedroom apartment costs $2,334 per month, a combo meal costs $6, a dozen eggs costs $2.68, a pair of jeans costs $72, a bottle of red wine costs $22, and local beer costs $3.34. If you're looking to emigrate or simply for a beautiful location, this city should be on your list. Top 4. Zurich. Even though this city may have the highest cost of living in all of Europe, many benefits are overlooked when considering the high price tag. Whoever said you couldn't purchase happiness with money has never lived in Zurich. Housing, the economy, health, and the political and social environments are all considerations in these rankings. Zurich is most consistently ranked in the top 3 cities in the most significant standard of living and the happiest residents. Here's a summary for you. A rental of $3,338 per month. A combination dinner costs $15, dozen eggs cost $9, jeans cost $138, bottle of red wine costs $19, and local beer costs $1.75. We must now wish the Swiss good night and return to Asia, which dominates the list of the 10 most expensive cities to live in, with top 3. Tokyo. According to demography, global metropolitan regions, the capital of Japan is the largest megacity in the world, with a population of 38 million. Tokyo is home to almost 10% of Japan's total population. If you factor in places like Kanagawa, Saitama, and Chiba, the total rises to an absurd amount. Chanel Cafe and Bulgari are just a couple of the names you can spend your hard-earned money on tax-free. Tokyo is the ideal link between the ultra-modern and the traditional yosai for tourists. Neon-lit neon buildings tower over you, and nearby are stunning old temples, beautiful public gardens, museum, the Harajuku neighborhood, cherry blossoms, and the Shibuya crossing, which is rumored to be the busiest junction in the world and where up to 1,000 people can cross at once in all directions during peak hours, are all located in Tokyo. 1 Japanese yen, the main currency, costs 0.73 US cents. The cost of renting a 900 square feet room is approximately $2,600 per month. In comparison, a combo lunch costs $7, dozen eggs costs $2.89, a pair of trousers costs $63, a bottle of red wine costs $16, and local beer costs $2.58. Top 2. Ashgabat. Turkmenistan's capital is Ashgabat. That Central Asian nation of Turkmenistan has several fascinating neighbors. To the northwest is Kazakhstan, to the north and east is Uzbekistan, and to the southeast is Afghanistan, and to the south and southwest is Iran. Given that the country has endured an economic and social crisis and hyperinflation, you may be asking how it managed to rank second on this list. The cost of importing food and raw materials is high. Add all of this to the place's high cost of living, ultimately causing the balance between supply and demand to swing back and forth. According to ECA International's 2019 Cost of Living Survey, Ashgabat is the most expensive city for expats to live in. The manat, which is the local currency, now exchanges for 59 US cents. So, let's compare the monthly rent of $994, the cost of a combo meal at $9, the price of eggs at $2.05, the cost of a pair of pants at $128, the cost of a bottle of red wine at $57, and the cost of a pouch of local beer at $2.56. Now, it's time to unveil the top city on our list. Top 1. Hong Kong. It's the most expensive city in the world. Hong Kong, which translates to fragrant harbor, is one of the world's most densely inhabited cities, with a population of around 7.4 million or 6,659 people per square kilometer. Real estate is high in demand, and according to real estate agency CBRE, is the priciest in the world. Most individuals cannot buy a home or even rent a good room in an apartment. A significant issue in the city is the shortage of affordable housing. Hong Kong has grown accustomed to individuals visiting 24-hour fast food restaurants only to find a seat and rest their heads. The homeless are milk refugees, and several have passed away while sitting. Footbridges, dangerous shacks, and coffin cubicles, also known as cage homes, where numerous people are squeezed into a small space, are the other locations that the impoverished frequent. San Francisco is 9.1 times more expensive than Hong Kong, where housing costs 190.4 times the typical household income. This is a significant disparity considering that property prices have climbed by 430% since 2003. The Hong Kong dollar is the official currency of Hong Kong, and one Hong Kong dollar is now equivalent to 13 US cents. Let's look at the costs. The rental is $5,770.77 per month, a combo lunch is $5.12, a dozen eggs costs $3.18, a pair of jeans costs $80, and a bottle of red wine costs $26. Local beer costs $1.97. However, there is some good news for Hong Kong because it is the origin of dim sum, which is Chinese for touch the heart. These little bite-sized morsels of heaven were initially developed as a snack for visitors, but they have since touched people's hearts worldwide and have become an integral part of the local culture. And that is it for today's video. So, were you able to find your dream city on the list? If not, why don't you comment below? Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in our next video.